Hello and welcome back to That Chick Angel TV. It's me, Angel, and today we are balling on a budget in this DIY. I'm going to show you how to make this. I know y'all like a chalkboard, really? And it's not even dry completely, but when it does dry, it'll look really cute. This is actually my little beauty closet that I'll be putting all of my fingernail polishes in, and anything that has to do with my nails. It's actually made out of a spice rack. So when you open it, you'll see there's shelving that I'll be able to put my new fingernail polishes in that I showed you all in my previous vlog that I'll put a link right there for. Alright, so without further ado, I'll show you all what you'll need to be able to make this lovely thing for less than $15 because we're what? Balling on a budget. So here are the items you'll need for this project. First, you'll need some painter's tape, which is about $4 at Home Depot, a small little container of paint, which is really cheap as well, a little sponge brush, which is 99 cents at Michael's, and some chalkboard spray paint, which you can also get at Michael's, which is about $7. And of course, you will need a spice rack, which you can hopefully get at Salvation Army. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is tape off this with the painter's tape. The first part of paint I'm going to put on here is the chalkboard paint. So I'm going to tape off the wood so that the chalkboard paint does not get on the wood. Don't be afraid to go crazy with this painter's tape. Be excessive as you want to be, because even though we're going to paint over the wood later on, you don't want to have to put on extra coats of white paint to cover up the black chalkboard spray paint that you done got crazy with. So just cover every single nook and cranny and use as much tape as necessary. So get to taping, people. Get to taping. Okay, so now that I have my board completely covered, or at least all the wood that was showing completely covered with the painter's tape, I'm going to take it outside and spray the front panel with the chalkboard paint. Now that I have spray painted the front, I can move forward to painting the edges. But what I did to cover this really nicely is that I sprayed it, I let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I sprayed it again. So I did 2 coats of black spray paint of the chalkboard paint on this. So now I'm going to take this tape off that I used to protect the wood, and I'm going to add some tape to protect now the edges of the chalkboard so that I can paint the wood the pretty little like golden white color that I bought. So you want to make sure you get the painter's tape as close to the wood as possible. If you can tuck it underneath the wood, please do, to keep the paint off of the chalkboard paint. So you want to get every single side and corner covered as best as possible so that it doesn't drip onto the chalkboard paint, and you'll have a nice black chalkboard. So now that I have protected the edges of where I've sprayed chalkboard paint, I'm now going to paint it with this really pretty color that I got because I feel like it matches my room where I'm going to hang this really nicely. It's by the company Valspar. Let me make sure. Valspar. I'll put it in the comment box below. And the color is Tag Sales Linen. And it's a satin finish, so it'll have a nice little sheen to it. And it has like little like goldness to it. I thought it was really cute. And like again, I repeat, just get a small one so you don't have a whole bunch of paint that you're wasting. So I'm going to paint this lovely wood a different color. So try not to put too much paint on the paintbrush as the paint might drip down the wood. You want just like a nice coating, but not too thick. And I'm not a perfectionist, so I was just all over the place with the paint. Also, if you're a perfectionist, you might want to take the hardware off first, but I didn't care that I got paint on the hardware. I just didn't want to have too much paint on it because I still wanted them to be able to function. Okay, so I painted the front and sides and top of the entire little spice rack with 2 coats of the paint. And I'm praying I didn't seal this shut. Ugh, there we go. So it still opens. I didn't paint any of the inside part because I really didn't feel like that mattered, and it was just going to take up more time. But if you wanted to, you could. But I just thought I would just paint the outside for the sake of time too. It's still a little wet in some of the areas where there's a little more paint, but I'm going to go ahead and take off the blue tape. Oh, some paint got on underneath the tape. Piece of crap. Oh, no, it didn't get on there. It just peeled up. So you can see a couple, like right there, peeled up. And then I got a little spot at the bottom. So I'm going to go fix that really quickly, and then we'll look at the finished product. So parts of it are still drying, but I already wrote on it. Yes, and I love it. This, I think, is going to get a lot of use out of. I'll be able to hang stuff in it and put stuff in it once I put this up on my wall. So, again, we're balling on a budget in this DIY. I spent less than $15. This whole case was only $1, like 90. The chalkboard spray paint was $8. And the paint around the edges, I think, was like $3. And then the chalk I got from my son. So here's another way to ball on a budget and have something cute that you can put in your room and hang all your little beauty stuff in it. And so for me, it'll be my fingernail polishes and everything that has to do with my nails. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please put your comments below. Share this video if you think it's good. If you don't, share it anyways and tell people how horrible it is. Yeah. As you always know, you can put the hashtag #AskAngel and I will answer your questions, the next Ask Angel that I have. And what else? Check me out on TMV, all those lovely things that I love for you all to do. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, God bless you. Bye.